Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Maya Francisca from class 5A, English Department of STKIP PGRI Bandar Lampung. Now, I'm going to explain about my research entitled A Morphological Analysis of Derivational Affixes, Suffix R and or in the Students' RecountText at the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 3 Bandar Lampung. The reason why I choose this topic because I want to know the derivational affixes, suffix R and or in the Students' RecountText at the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 3 Bandar Lampung. And to answer all the questions in formulation of the problem in this research as follow. 1. What are the derivational affixes, suffix R and or in the Students' RecountText at the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 3 Bandar Lampung? 2. What are the functions of those derivational affixes in the Students' RecountText at the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 3 Bandar Lampung? Based on the title I choose, this research is focused on the morphological derivational affixes and RecountText. Let's start the definition of morphological analysis of derivational affixes, suffix R and or in the Students' RecountText. What is morpheme? According furthermore, Leiber adds the morpheme is the smallest unit of language that has their own meaning. It can be concluded that morpheme is the linguistic terms for the most elemental unit of grammatical forms. Morpheme is different with the word. Morphemes couldn't stand as a word on their own, therefore, the concept morphemes and the concept of word are different. Types of morpheme according Katamba, morphemes divided into types. The first of morpheme is free morpheme. Free morpheme is the morphemes that can stand alone, for example, white, hat, while bound morpheme is the morpheme that couldn't stand alone. Bound morphemes also could be defined if it used exclusively alongside of free morphemes such as, like, and. Leiber adds that bound morphemes come different varieties. They are prefix and suffix. The former are bound morphemes that come before the base of the word. At the latter, bound morphemes that come after the base. Together, prefix and suffix can be grouped together as affixes. A. Affixes. Affixes are the part of morphemes. Affixes could be added to others' base or root, which is constructing a word formation and new meaning. Katamba states, an affix is morphemes, which only occur when attached to some other morphemes, stem or morphemes such as a root or stem or base. Obviously, by the definition of affixes are bound morphemes. B. Derivational affixes. The joining of affixes and root sometimes builds a word, sometimes could form a new word with a new meaning, and it could change the part of speech of roots, which is known as derivational affixes. According Rahmadi, the characteristic of derivational affixes are: A. The word with which derivational suffix combined are an arbitrary matter. To make a noun from the first adjourn, we must add the suffix. B. In many cases, but not all, derivational suffix change the part of speech of the word to which it is added. C. Derivational suffix usually do not close of a word. That is, after a derivational suffix, you can sometimes add another derivational suffix and next if required. C. Morphological analysis. Morphology is The system of categories and rules involved in word information. Matthews states that morphology, therefore, is the simply a term for that branch of linguistics which is concerned with the form of words in different use and contraction. The study of word structure is known as morphology. Katamba in morphology will study about morpheme. D. RecountText. RecountText is a text which retells event or experience in the past. Its purpose is either information or to entertain the readers. There is no complication among the participants and that differentiates from narrative text. A recount text has an orientation series of events in chronological order, personal remarks, or the event, and orientation that round off the sequence of events. Generic structure. Generic structure of recount text. 1. Orientations. Introduction, the participants, place and time. 2. Event. Event describes series of events that happened in the past. 3. Reorientation. It is optional, setting personal comments of the writer to the story. Language features of the recount text. First, introducing personal participant using chronological connection, using linking verbs, using action verbs, and using simple past tense. When writing the recount text, you should 1. Focus on individual people. Use the words I or we, my groups, my family. 2. Use the which indicate when and where that event took place. 3. Write in the past tense. 4. Use action word. That's all about materials in this research, and that's all that I can explain. Thank you for your watching this video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.